Hey guys, and welcome. I come to you today on a hot spring day to begin another adventure. Welcome to Tomb Raider, Rise of the Tomb Raider. It's been long enough. For those who maybe are long time returning, I've played an awful lot of the Tomb Raider games on the channel before, the most recent of which was Tomb Raider 2013. This is the direct sequel to that game. Unfortunately, I missed it when it originally came out, but there was an expansion that released for it very, very recently, actually. In fact, I remember there was a little while, it seemed like this game may not even exist, as Square Enix were reporting that they were unhappy with the performance of the previous one or whatever. I guess we don't have to get into that just yet. I did want to start off with a bit of a previously section for you guys. That's what you should be seeing right now. This is the previous game. And I kind of wanted to recap you all because it was a few years ago we played the previous, and this is the same character we're taking forward now here because the stories are connected. Though Lara's had a bit of a visual redesign and stuff, but we'll get to that. So just to remind you all, the previous game was kind of the birth of Lara Croft as a Tomb Raider, as an explorer, as someone who dabbles into the world of magic and craziness, as these themes have been prevalent throughout all three Tomb Raider generations. The previous game, we were on board a ship on an expedition, and we washed up on the ancient island empire of Yamatai off the coast of Japan. And on this island, basically, spoilers for the previous game, on this island we found that there was a vengeful, eternal spirit known as Himiko that inhabited previous princesses of this nation to rule as them as their sun queen. And so what she'd do is groom these women of Yamatai, sort of raise them as hosts, and then when her current body got old, this spirit would infest the new one and then continue to rule eternally. Until eventually, a woman who was supposed to be the next in line killed herself at the last moment in the middle of the ritual where the spirit was transferring, and Yamatai collapsed, and the Sun Queen sort of remained as this terrifying eternal poltergeist that could control the storms. And ever since then, whenever people would wash up wrecked on the shores of the island, this spirit would manipulate the weather and the environment to conjure storms and stop anyone from ever leaving again. And eventually a man named Matthias crash landed there with a bunch of people. Matthias kind of clued on that something supernatural and weird and otherworldly was happening, and eventually Matthias started fostering his own group of people in the ruins of Yamatai, and he worshipped the Sun Queen, and he sought to give the Sun Queen her body once again, and then he was hoping his people would be free. That's when we crash on the island. Like 20 years or so Matthias had been there. They're fanaticists, they're crazy, they're these horrible cultists, brutish, terrible men that capture us, knock us out, and abuse us, and are basically very dangerous. So we feel very good the whole way through the game, killing Matthias's thugs and trying to stop what Matthias is doing. Just so happens Lara Croft has a friend with her named Sam, who is the direct descendant of the people of Yamatai, and this is who Matthias wants to capture so that the Sun Queen can once again have a host, have a body. And the plot of the game is basically us as Lara and a few of our friends, some of which we'll see in this game, trying to save Sam and getting her back. So that was basically the plot of the game. It's not super relevant for this next one. We're getting new self-contained stories, but the themes do go across. Now, here's the really cool thing, and this is super important, all right? And this is what I was well happy with when I first started playing Rise of the Tomb Raider here, the sequel. There was an Easter egg in the previous game. Now, I showed it off in my previous Let's Play. There'll be a link to it in the description if you guys want to go and watch it. But if you got every single secret, there were GPS caches on the island too. These GPS caches had been laying on this island not by Matthias's people, not by the Kingdom of Yamatai however long ago, not by the Nazis who had been there for a little while during World War II, or the Axis powers, not by any of these people. That there were GPS caches, and we didn't know who'd laid those caches there. If you collected them all, you got some mysterious messages that spoke about a third faction.
Aha! There's a note inside.
Command to operative. Stop. Trinity is concerned. Stop. Acquisition of star phenomenon unacceptable. Stop. Sabotage of access operation imperative. Stop.
I was sent here to investigate a new threat to Trinity's interests on this island. When I arrived, I discovered Matthias and his Solari cult. I believed then that Matthias could never acquire the star phenomenon. But I was wrong. I should have killed him when I had a chance. But now it's too late. I've been compromised and mortally wounded. My mission incomplete. My time is short. If you've deciphered the numbers and found this stash, then you must be my replacement. Kill Matthias. He's close to reawakening the enemy that has long lain dormant. This cannot be allowed to happen.
So, Lara says, that name again. Trinity. Some kind of organization, but who are they and how do they know about this island? The Order of Trinity. And the Order of Trinity had their eye on this island too, but kind of backed off and didn't get involved. And so we heard about the Order of Trinity, but it was a mystery as to who the hell they were, and they basically had no connection to the rest of the story. And there you go, you're caught up. Cue this game. And let's see what happens. So, there are quite a few mechanical changes. I'll talk about like a variety of these options later, but let's just click New Game. And let's head on in, shall we? So we get to pick a difficulty. I'm actually going to go Seasoned Raider here. So Adventure is kind of like easy mode. Combat's easier. You get aim assist. Enemies have lower health, do less damage. Tomb Raider is what I've been playing on already when I've already been playing this game before recording it with you guys. You don't get aim assist and the health and damage is really well balanced. Seasoned Raider adds some extra mechanics, which is why I kind of like it. No aim assist. Health regeneration will only be available after you finish combat, so you have to like heal, and we'll get to those. The enemies are also a little bit more intimidating, and we'll spot you a little bit better. There's also the survivor mode, which goes even further and like makes upgrades more expensive, lowers the amount of resources, so you don't get so many perks so early. And there's new like varieties of enemies around, but we're not going to worry about that. We're going to go Seasoned Raider, and this is just the way I want to play it. So the previous game was set entirely on an island where we were fighting for our life. And a man was mentioned very many times in that game, and that was our father, Lord Croft.
What makes someone reach beyond the boundaries of human experience to face the unknown? As children, we question the world around us. We learn, we accept, and gradually we lose our capacity for wonder. But some do not. The explorers, the seekers of truth. It is these pioneers who define the future of mankind.
Oh, hell yes!
The others, they're done. No amount of money's gonna get them through those mountains.
The lost city's up there, somewhere.
So this is Jonah with us.
It's gonna be a hell of a climb.
I'm not turning back.
Jonah is one of the characters that was on the island with us in the previous
I
game.
know.
You should stay here with them.
Not a chance.
He stood by us. Last we saw of Lara, she was intrigued by Himiko, by the Sun Queen, by what she saw at Yamatai, and she vowed to not go home but continue exploring and learning new things. We have no idea why we're here though, or why Jonah's with us.
You're almost there. Wait till you see this view, Lara. Take my hand.
Thanks.
Ah, it's gorgeous. Yes.
Look at that.
It's amazing. But the snow coming off those peaks is a bad sign.
This is probably the most beautiful game that I have played on my channel to this date.
The trail leads up the mountain. We'll have a good view of the valley beyond from the summit.
All right. Let's take it easy here.
All right, Jonah, I'll follow you. So we will. Oh God.
Wind is crazy.
We just need to keep moving.
All right, let's just keep going with Jonah. I was gonna go show you guys the vistas. It's funny. I was actually looking at the GTX 1080.
Hey, even if we don't find anything up here, your dad would be proud.
I know, but I have a good feeling about this.
And everyone's talking about the benchmarks for this game with regard to it. Yes. So remember, in the previous game, we actually met. We were with a man named Roth,
Oh, shit!
who was like a mentor to us.
You okay?
Lost my footing. I'm fine.
And he spoke very highly of our father. Oh, Falling Simulator returns! Yes!
That was close.
Lara, are you all right?
Jonah! I'm here!
I'll climb down there and get you.
No! It's too dangerous!
I'll climb up myself, bro. Don't worry.
I can climb back up.
Are you sure?
Just stay put.
So he's up there. So yeah, this game, I've talked a lot before already. In fact, I've played the second generation of Tomb Raider games on the channel with you guys, where we had Tomb Raider Legend, and then we had Underworld and Anniversary, and Naughty Dog were doing their, you know, Tomb Raider far better than they ever could with their Uncharted series. And it's kind of funny, back in Generation 2, the first sequel, Underworld, was kind of clunky, but trying to improve on what Legend did in a lot of ways, but ended up kind of buggy and iffy. I feel like, unfortunately, in some places, this game can be a bit like that.
Yeah. Okay. Now grab my hand.
It can be a bit comparable to Underworld. So basically what I'm saying is if you're playing this, you want to be a little bit more careful and precise and slow with your jumps than you were in the previous game.
Shit, Lara. You're gonna give me a heart attack. Are you okay?
Yeah. Come on.
Oh, Jonah, you're such a good friend. He was so good in the previous game as well, because like we were like, okay, we're seeing storms destroying planes out of the sky, and everyone's like, you're talking crazy. Nobody believed us, but Jonah did. It's nice to have him by our side.
The weather turns, we can hole up in this cave. Do you really think we'll find this lost city?
I know this is a long shot, but that old tracker said he saw ruins up in these mountains.
Oh god, he's ran on ahead of us so far. I spent too long swinging the camera trying to look at her face. I want to show you guys her redesign.
I guess if I was gonna hide a lost city, this might be the kind of godforsaken place I'd do it.
I just hope Trinity hasn't beaten us to it.
Oh, Trinity! So this is Lara a couple of months later, or a little while after the events of the previous game, and she knows about Trinity suddenly.
Getting closer. We have a couple hours at most.
That word was nothing more than a small Easter egg in the previous game.
We're almost to the top.
And she knows. Oh my god, I got so hyped when I first read that. All right, let's keep going. Look at how gorgeous it is with the icicles. I think they did amazing with the aesthetic of this game. Everything except Lara's face. The redesign, and Jonah, we both look so different, and I don't know why they did it.
What do you think?
We're close to something, Jonah. I can feel it. Just this last stretch to the top.
All right. Let's see what's up there.
All right, so we're bound together. And it's the kind of thing you get over. Now I've played this game so much, if I look back at the previous one, it's the old Lara that looks weird to me now. I'm curious what you guys think about it.
Looks like we climb from here.
Keep your eyes open for falling ice.
Right. You ready?
Let's do it.
Oh god, I don't know if I am. This is a great scene. So in the previous game, you kind of had to earn these climbing picks to actually be able to jump on walls like this when you press E as you jump at them. They just start you off with it straight away on this game. There you go. So Jonah just made the jump underneath us.
There's lots of precise up here.
Careful.
Let's take it slow and steady. Just stay with me.
Yeah, keep climbing, bro. I guess keep a healthy distance at least. Oh god. I never actually got hurt here before.
Look out.
Careful.
Oh shit.
That was close.
It was indeed. All right, now we're gonna jump up. So yeah, I guess they just felt that the game was a lot more fun the second you got the climbing pick, and I agree with that actually. You're right there, Jonah. I like how you can kind of tell where he is based on the rope, but very little else. And this is quite reminiscent actually as well, I think, of the start of Tomb Raider 1. The original Tomb Raider 1, of course, had her scaling cliff faces,
Jonah, hold on.
mountaineering.
I'm going to dig in. Can you make it across?
I can make it.
Oh my god, can we? That's basically death right there. Ready? Ah! See, this is a...
Shit. I don't think I can make that jump.
Stay there. I'll anchor a line for you at the top.
All right. I'll give you some slack.
Alright, come on, Jonah. See, in the previous game, Lara was doing crazy stuff like this because
Almost there, Lara. You got it.
her life depended on it. In this game, it's just because she likes it. It's just for the exploration. Very different. Storms there, very similar to what we were seeing before. Crazy storms. Is it just a coincidence? We shall see. Come on, Lara. Because you'd think you've seen enough falling and storms for it to fit a lifetime from the previous game.
Jonah, we made it. I see the
No, 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 no.
Oh, shit. I got you. Lara, can you hear me?
Yeah.
I'm gonna pull you back up. Oh, fuck.
There. Over there. Quick. Swing me to the other side.
All right, here we go. And when they say Jonah do it, it's actually us. We're swinging here. Swinging will become a bit of a mechanic later. But not for a while, so get your fill of it right here. I almost forgot that this section was even here, actually. No! Jonah, don't you let go on me. Yeah, leave it out, bro. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Nice. This is like a really messed up version of Unravel. I love the way the snow looks.
Go back, Jonah. Get to shelter.
What about us? Oh, so we get one of the running sections. Who remembers these? Oh, my voice is already going. I can't wait to show you guys what they've got in store for us. I was a little uneasy about it for a while. But there's a definite moment here in this game where it really picks up. Go. Oh, look, wrecks of planes again. Oh, how I remember you. In fact, again, Legend had a moment in a mountain where you jump on a plane like this. A zip line. Yes. Oh. Oh, this is such an... one of the falling sections. This is such an awesome, explosive start to the game. Come on, Lara. So you just got to remember, they follow the same kind of format as before, where certain abilities... Oh, no! Oh, I was trying to teach you guys stuff and I got myself killed. Oh, right at the start. Not even in a combat section. Basically, with these like quick time eventy type things, I felt like the previous game did this very well also. And it blends you into like the quick timey event things very naturally. And you always vaguely know what button you have to press. E is always going to be like you doing something with the mining pick, right? Or like fortifying your grip and grabbing something. F is going to be like attacking people. And I think that works really well. Oh my god, I almost messed that up. Let's talk about that later, shall we? Come on, Lara. Don't worry, that's not us messing up. How on earth did we get here? Well, it's funny you should wonder that. So she did go home at the end of the game from the boat. She did come back. But this isn't Croft Manor we see here.
It is the greatest cruelty of life that we're all too swiftly taken from it. We age, we decay, we die. But what do we leave behind? Bones? Dust? What of the soul?
Pay attention to the papers on the desk.
Does it endure beyond our earthly existence? I believe it does. A truth lies at the heart of many myths and stories. A truth not of science, but something more profound. The key to unlocking everlasting life. I may have found the next piece to the puzzle, but I'm not alone in this search. They're following me, watching my every step. I know them by name now. Trinity. An ancient, violent sect with designs on controlling the future of humanity. I must proceed carefully for the sake of my family. If anything were to ever happen to Lara or Anna, I could never forgive myself.
So look at the pictures in the background. It's obviously our escape from Yamatai. You even see the old design of Lara there, which is pretty cool. Yeah, feel free to pause that, guys. There's a lot of really interesting information and relevant information in a lot of these places. A nod to Egypt for a little bit there. And immediately, if you guys played the second generation, you're seeing similar themes coming back already. Ugh, who doesn't love the sound of rain on a window? I've yet to ever meet someone who can't fall asleep to that.
It's me. Hannah! Oh, God. I'm so sorry. What are you doing here?
I saw the gutter press was attacking you again. I thought you could use some company.
No lies. Were you followed?
Followed?
Front page material.
What's going on?
I think I found the tomb.
Oh, you can't be serious.
The myth of the prophet is real. Dad was right.
Lara, your father was unwell.
No, he was close to a great discovery, tangible evidence of the immortal soul.
I loved Richard. I would have married him if he'd asked. But he was a broken man. I don't want to see you end up like him.
But Anna, he was right. It was everyone else who was wrong. The tomb's in Syria.
Syria? Oh God, Laura, no. This is madness. Get your life sorted. Go home to the manor.
You know I can't go back there.
But this obsession ruined your father.
Because he was onto something.
I saw something. Something I can't explain. Now I understand what Dad was going through.
It's all fairy tales. Nonsense.
We know what we saw on Yamatai.
Don't go down this road. You know where it leads.
It's the only thing that makes sense to me now. I'm going to find the prophet's tomb, Anna.
Whoa, off to Syria. So Anna is not a character we've met before, but this is a lover of Richard Croft, our father, after our mother. That's why we call her Anna, not Mum. Oh, this area of the game is gorgeous, guys. Like, gorgeous.
We're heading into a war zone now. We better be sure about
And you've got to enjoy it while you can,
We're close.
because a lot of this game is in the snow and ice.
Just ahead.
You're wasting your time. There's nothing out here.
Just keep driving, please.
It's your money.
Oh, man.
Something isn't right.
Oh, that's just local militia.
Oh, the detail on the beard.
You told someone, didn't you?
They paid better than you.
Now they're going to kill you both.
Shit! They weren't supposed to shoot at us!
Get us out of here!
Shit! No!
No. You stupid man. That's basically something that happens in Lost as well, by the way, in season 1. Which I couldn't help notice. A character gets sold out by the person driving them. In a similar kind of area, not area of the world, but terrain. Northwestern border of Syria. It's actually kind of interesting. I watched a documentary.
No turning back. It has to be here.
Oh, yeah. Who thought we were in a cutscene? Nuh-uh. We're looking for the lost tomb. I seriously enjoy this environment. I think it's so regrettable how much of this game is in the snow and the ice, but they start you off with a beautiful place. We've got a vulture up there. And birdies flying off. Look at that sky. Anyway, so let's get going, shall we? All right.
There was something in Dad's research about this.
It was said the Prophet's tomb was hidden in the cliffs above one of the forgotten cities. Legend speaks of an oasis where the Prophet was laid to rest.
Okay. So we're in pursuit of some prophet. Now, speculation would go at this point that Lara is interested in the supernatural and her father was interested in the supernatural. And it sounds like specifically he was obsessed with eternal life, which in a weird way is kind of like what we saw happening on Yamatai, right? How that ghost came to be, how any of that existed, we don't know, but yeah. All right, so we want to use control and walk. Now, for those who are unfamiliar, maybe you're just sort of getting to grips with this stuff. Whenever I press Q in-game, it's going to sort of tilt everything this interesting color here. This is known as survival instincts, and as we play further through the game, while we're in this mode, it will highlight places for us to go and things to see. So you see, like right now, just looking at the world, but if we press Q, it gives us that waypoint so we know where to go. So that's what survival instincts is, and as we get perks, it will even start pointing out stuff like this little artifact over here in this box.
A religious icon, detailed and inlaid with gems. It looks Byzantine, perhaps 10th century. It fits with the legend of the Prophet.
So we get experience for the things we find, and just like in the previous game, we can like examine artifacts. Sometimes there'll be extra information we can get. We are, after all, a hunter of relics and fortune on some level. So this returns from the previous game. I've also been brushing up just a little bit, just so that I can help you guys a bit, for those who don't know, on my history, on the real-world history of this area of the world. I've been learning a bit about the Byzantine Empire and, you know, what they were, when they lasted, what brought about their downfall and the iconoclasm and so forth. So we might talk about some of that stuff as we go through. But just so that you guys know,
Could this really be it?
the Byzantine Empire is kind of like what the Roman Empire became. It's sort of safe to say that, when it receded and returned to the east once again. It sort of began, but it was as the Roman Empire kind of started mixing with Christianity. So there's big Roman architecture and Roman way of life, but with a lot of Christian iconography and Christian influence sort of melding in there. The capital, Constantinople, was founded by the first Christian Roman emperor.
Some kind of marker. I can't quite make out the translation, but this word. Prophet. This is it. Dad was right. Here we are. I'd finally set out to make my mark, to find adventure. But instead, adventure found me. In our darkest moments, when life flashes